So the 2024 is here. And while it means there will be no more beautiful lights and festive spirit to brighten up the gloomy, freezing darkness outside of the window, there are also some positive connotations. For instance, we can start discussing and trying out the new and fresh ideas the fashion world has for us this year. So, without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Hi everybody and welcome to the Purple Mood. To start with today's topic, I'd like to discuss the scene that doesn't bring us too far from the past holiday season, which is metallics, sparkles and glitter.
Oh no, not again.
Wait, I know we've been talking about them for more than a year now, and I wouldn't bring them up if it wasn't for a slight interesting twist, which I guess worth some attention. That is the idea to introduce this festive party clothing into the everyday casual outfits, and I can't think of anything not to like about it. In my books, it's not only a great way to get much more wear out of the traditionally dressier evening items, but also a fun interpretation of the classic effortlessly cool outfits formula, where a single statement piece is paired with the basics. Another thing which inspires me about this idea and the current fashion world in general is the endless number of style mix-ups to play with. So you can style your sparkly and shiny piece with literally anything, from sporty and utilitarian items to something classic, or relaxed and casual. If to talk about the style mix-ups, this topic doesn't seem to be anywhere close to dying out, as its new interpretations just keep popping up. The Spring-Summer 24 fashion shows featured quite a number of interesting looks, from the lacy rococo-inspired gowns with the punky elements to the frilly romantic skirts combined with the preppy polo shirts, not to mention the sporty and outdoorsy clothing combined with literally anything. As someone who's still quite inspired by all the blockade aesthetic examples we've seen previous summer, I really enjoy all this variety and can't wait to experiment myself. By the way, if to talk about the past year trends, most of them are still going strong and will be around for the months ahead. So if you'd like a recap on them, I invite you to watch my fall and winter trends videos, which will be linked in the description and in the ending section. And one of the interesting things which grew out of the past year tendencies is the businesswear with a frilly romantic touch. There were sheer fabrics, romantic feminine silhouettes, and some runway looks just seem to wipe out the line between the office and resort styles. Though I myself, as well as probably the most of you, not really going to wear a sheer skirt and sheer blouse combo out and about on everyday basis, I'm still quite happy to see this kind of twist on the business core and office wear aesthetics that striked out recently, as it definitely makes the things more exciting. Another tiny thing in the business core realm which caught my eye recently is the pinstripe. So, what's so new about the pinstripe, you'd ask me? Honestly, I have no answer to that. Maybe that's partly because the pinstripe lifts the officeness degree to that especially nice level where it gives the most contrast in the mix and match outfits, or maybe that's also because I've just happened to thrift a pinstriped men's suit for the recent theme party and found myself surprisingly excited to style its parts for the real life. Anyways, this print is a total classic and for me has a special put-together vibe. So if you're either looking for an office-appropriate set or willing to play some mix and match, it wouldn't be a bad idea to look into this one. To wrap up on this whole put-together office-inspired topic, I'd like to discuss another trend spotted on the spring-summer runway shows, which are the short suits and the trouser-like shorts in general. Though any type of suit is a bit too formal for my current day-to-day life, I still enjoy the look, especially when it leans on structured and masculine side. And the shorts are a truly great fun spin to put on something as classic as a suit. And some of the trouser-like shorts themselves really caught my eye on some of the runway shows, especially in a leather-like material. This silhouette seems quite interesting and refreshing to me compared to the shorter and more fitted pairs I've been sticking to for ages, so I'm definitely planning to keep this style in mind as I need to replace my faux leather shorts. The next topic I'd like to discuss is the 2010s fashion. And while the United Internet seems to be hating it very much, I've actually found myself almost ready for it and been feeling quite interested and inspired. I guess it's mostly because I don't initially think of the galaxy print leggings or mustache everything when I hear about 2010s, and don't really expect those things to be suddenly resurrected in their initial form. For me, it's actually more of an umbrella term for one of the directions the current fashion is moving in, including more classic and business casual styles, dresses, longer tops, no tucking in, skinny jeans or leggings paired with knee-high boots, capes, colorful tights, soft grunge revival, and much more. And honestly, I've been driven towards some of these styles for a while now. I even dragged my last pair of skinny jeans from the back of the closet and worn them for a couple of going out since previous April. I actually think it has something to do with the fact that I haven't really had access to all the stylish clothes as a teen and I still need some kinds of compensation, but let's not talk about it. And by the way, I've been thinking about a dedicated video on the 2010s trends and why not to be afraid of them, as on one hand this topic is really broad and can provide a ton of iconic inspiration sources like Gossip Girl for instance, but on the other I feel like nothing really comes back exactly as it was first time around, so it would be great to play with it and style something in this direction. So please let me know in the comments what do you think about this kind of detailed trend review and styling video. Let's move on with something a bit more specific but still quite fresh and interesting, which happens to be the apron. Or rather the apron-like clothing from the square neck dresses to various workwear and utilitarian-inspired styles. This one caught my eye because it's quite unexpected and versatile and can be interpreted in many ways. Also, I happen to have a faux leather dress which is quite in line with this trend and been thinking about using it in one of the upcoming styling videos for a while now, so there's no surprise this kind of coincidence made me happy and eager to dig up more references. The next trend on the list is new and ongoing, surprising and not surprising at the same time, and this is colorful, sort of childish crochet and knit items. Though quite similar things started appearing in the mainstream online space when people picked up new hobbies during the pandemic, the high fashion world seemed not to give a damn about it pretty much until now. And while I don't really think something must appear on the runway to be considered a trend, this looks like quite an interesting case for me. Anyways, regardless the source of inspiration, I am a sucker for the bright, colorful, silly and childish stuff simply because it's an easy way to bring some extra joy into everyday life. Another ongoing trend which appeared on the runway in several new forms is, as I like to put it, creative layering. For instance, there were layered zip-up hoodies, coats layered over coats and some other interesting examples. And I'm nowhere close to be tired of all these experiments, especially as the cold part of the year is far from the end, at least in my area. And layering, especially in its not so expected forms, is one of the most classic and my personal favorite ways to create an eye-catching and unique look. Another trend which is especially great for the colder part of the year is the Slavic core or the Slavic Bimbo aesthetic. This one originated from TikTok rather than runway, and firstly I've been way surprised. I've kinda liked it, with it being quite stereotypical and me being born in the Eastern Europe.
That's awkward, isn't it?
However, then I realized that for me it feels like another hyperfemininity reclamation thing, pretty much like it was with the bimbo aesthetic itself a while ago. And this way it has all the rights to be fun, cool and interesting to play with. And I've been occasionally wearing a scarf around my head for years anyway. So if you're vibing with the fur coats, massive accessories, headscarves and big sunglasses and will find yourself in a mood to shake up some stereotypes this winter, here's something interesting to look into. Alright, that's all I have to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching and please let me know in the comments which current trends do you love or hate the most. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more fun and inspirational fashion content. See you next time!